Waukesha, city of bowlers, land of low overhead. One nation under TV Lenny, home to a group of humble lads who call themselves simply Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders. Through their simplicity, their simpleness, and their commitment to keeping themselves and their music powerfully simple, Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders have simply taken the city and their nation by storm. I caught up with the Riders at 3 Court Bob's, a local pool joint. When did you guys first meet?
Well, Whammy and I met when I had taken out an ad in the Waukesha Freeman, and the ad said something like, tall, dark, good-looking guitarist, looking for a singer to make him look even taller and more good-looking. We jammed a few times, and it was magic, something real good.
What were those first sessions like?
Oh, nothing much, you know, just some strumming and howling, loving, touching, and squeezing. You know, usual stuff. We did some of the old songs that inspired us when we were young. The Pina Colada song, Muskrat Love.
Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. You know, the good old songs.
Hey, Dirk. What's happening, dude? Give me some...
Drummer?
Whammy. What's going on, dude? Can I rack up balls for you? Chalk your cue, maybe?
Here.
You guys are filming. You didn't tell us.
Make sure there's a lot of chalk on it. Do it real good.
Okay, Whammy.
What about Sacco Mashed Potatoes, your bass player? How long has he been with the group?
Well, he played with us on the first album, or rather, we let him play with us on the first album. We ended up dubbing over his bass parts. I played his bass parts myself while he was out getting us some hamburgers. We probably would have kicked him out of the band quite a while ago, except I can't play bass and guitar at the same time. I'm working on it, though.
Yeah, we need someone to put gas in the van sometimes, too. And, you know, when he's sleeping, sometimes we cut his hair.
Rounding out your current lineup, your drummer, what's his name?
Drummer.
And your first album, Buttered Toast and Sour Cream. What was the most difficult part about recording that album?
Keeping the chicks out of Dirk's hair. No, seriously. The songwriting. Yeah, songwriting, you know. I'd be sitting, trying to think of a third chord to throw in there, and, you know, no song's complete without a third chord.
Yeah, I came in one time when Whammy was songwriting. I says, Wham, what's going on? He says, Dirk, I've been sitting here 5, maybe 6 minutes, can't come up with a third chord. I says, Whammy, why don't you come bowling with me down at the Sunset? And he says to me, Dirk, if I go bowling tonight, I might never go home.
It was like Springsteen himself was smiling upon us.
If I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never, no, never go home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never, no, never go home. Like the movie says, the automatic pen machine, and baby you can bet my bowling cow has always been so. Hell, what do you say? Let's bowl another game. We'll roll the night away. If you let me, or you might go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never, no, never come home. Always had a hook, 'cause I was born in Waukesha, and baby, if you look, my bowling bag's my mother's bra, so hell, what do you say? Let's bowl another game, we'll roll the night away. If you let me, or you'll if I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never, no, never go home. It's a beer frame now and it's my turn to buy. The red pin is the head pin, so it's strike, strike, strike. Like the movie said, the automatic pen machine, and baby you can bet my bowling cow is always clean. I've always had a hook. I was born in Waukesha, and baby if you look, my bowling bag's my mother's bra. If I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never come home. If I go bowling tonight, I might never, no, never go home. I might never go, never go home. I might never, no, never go home.
Excuse me, Sacco? Sacco mashed potatoes? What's the best thing about being a rickshaw rider?
Just hanging out, shooting a game of pool.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, just hanging out, shooting pool. Sometimes when we're on the road, Dirk and Whammy let me sleep in the hotel room instead of in the van.
They make you sleep in the van?
Yeah, they say I'm their main man. Yeah, their main man.
Excuse me, Whammy. Which single off the first album sold the most copies?
Oh, well, Ellie Mae got the most airplay, but Marty Burns' Wolf is my personal favorite.
I heard Marty Burns Wolf is a big fan of Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders.
Oh, yeah? Well, I wouldn't mind riding her rickshaw.
Excuse me, Sacco?
Yeah?
Looks like you're almost done.
Yeah, almost.
Mind if we talk for a while?
Okay, but I gotta finish working, though.
Fine, fine. What's it like working with Whammy and Dirk?
They're the best. I'm just really happy to be here.
Hey, Sacco, almost done?
Sure thing. Almost. Hey, Dirk,
Yeah, Sac.
you're the best, man.
You know it, Sacco.
Dirk and Whammy grew up in a set of row houses on the outskirts of Waukesha. The early times were hard. Whammy worked in a factory manufacturing catheter tubes and peniles. Dirk went through a string of dead-end jobs, eventually landing flat on his face in a gutter and ended up in a rehab clinic, St. Bob's of Waukesha.
Yeah, it was rough. Everyone kept telling me I was doing too many too often. Kept telling me I was going to OD. I didn't believe them, and then I OD'd.
On drugs?
Drugs. Chicks. Too many chicks. Be much easier if they didn't dig me so much.
And that's when you met Whammy.
Yeah. He was delivering about 15 gross of catheters to the rehab clinic I was working at. I'm sitting there in the rehab clinic, and this guy comes in wearing a jacket. I guess he worked for Bob's Penile and Catheter in Waukesha. And he comes in, comes back later, and ends up answering my ad. And it was the same guy. It was.
And that's when you wrote your first song together.
Yeah, I was looking for a phone book, a ballad. Very sensitive.
Could you play some of it for us?
Sure. Sure.
Last week I went to
Couldn't see over the dashboard of the car. I heard a woman squeal, there's no one at the wheel. I went looking for a phone book. I went to Brookfield Square to pick up chicks. We went to see the Terminator 6. They sat in front of me. I said, hey, I can't see. I went looking for a phone book. I'm looking for a phone book I can use. A booster chair, a pair of platform shoes. 'Cause when I go to parties, I feel like Billy Barty. Looking for a phone book. I went to the Two Cheese to check out the band. The singer had his hand inside his pants. The music hurt my ears. I think they were queer. Looking for a phone book. Thought about my pop, the little fool. He drowned inside his Mr. Turtle Pool. Yellow pages get real slippery when they're wet. Now I'm looking for a phone book. I'm looking for a phone book I can use. A booster chair, a pair of platform shoes. 'Cause when I go to parties, I feel like Billy Barty. Looking for a phone book. Dirk's looking for a phone book. Miss Mammy looking for a phone book.
In March, Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders recorded their second album, Lopsided Bowling Pin. Thereafter, they embarked on a U.S. tour as the opening act for Fleetwood Mac. No one can say for sure what the future holds for Waukesha, but as for Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders, as long as there are flannel shirts and pretty teenage girls named Missy, these guys can only get bigger. As they said in the song, they play the whole top 10 on WKTI.
Well, I'm going out to find my Dolores. She's got my cliche thesaurus. I need a word that rhymes with baby, yeah. She's gargling with laborious and she's stroking her dog. Oh baby, oh ain't in love, oh yeah. Well, we sound like shit, our songs are dumb, here's why. They play the whole top 10 on WKTI. We're here and that's life and life sucks. We're just here to make the big bucks. Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders, yeah. We're here and that's life and life sucks. We're just here to make the big bucks. Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders, yeah. We were young, rock and roll dreaming. We would have sold our own semen just to be on case of show. So we built a bass player out of Play-Doh and call him the sack of mashed potatoes. Oh baby, oh yeah, I love you so. Na 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 na, we sound like shit. Our songs are dumb, here's why. They play the whole top 10 on WKTI. Baby, you see, we're here and that's life and life sucks. We're just here to make the big bucks. Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders, yeah. We're here and that's life and life sucks. We're just here to make the big bucks. Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders, yeah. Songs are dumb, here's why. They play the whole top 10 on WKTI. Baby, yeah, yeah. We're here and that's life and life sucks. We're just here to make the big bucks. Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders, yeah. We're here and that's life and life sucks. We're just here to make the big bucks. Jethrine and the Rickshaw Riders, yeah. 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 my